When you think of ancient Egypt, what comes to mind? The pyramids, the Sphinx, and of course the pharaohs. Those powerful rulers who once commanded an empire that lasted for thousands of years. But who were these enigmatic leaders? What made them so influential? And how did their reign shape the ancient world? In today's video, we're diving deep into the history of the pharaohs of Egypt, exploring the rise and fall of these fascinating rulers, their legacies, and how they built one of the most advanced civilizations the world has ever known. Stick around and let's unlock the secrets of the pharaohs, Section 1. The origins of the pharaohs. The story of the pharaohs begins around 3100 BCE, when King Narmer, also known as Menes, united Upper and Lower Egypt, creating the first dynasty. This marked the beginning of the long and powerful reign of the pharaohs' rulers, who were considered divine beings, both political leaders and religious symbols. Pharaohs were not just kings. They were thought to be the living gods on earth, the intermediaries between the gods and their people. This divine status gave them absolute power, allowing them to command armies, control resources, and make monumental decisions for Egypt's future. Section 2. Famous Pharaohs of Egypt. 2 minutes. As we move through Egypt's history, several pharaohs stand out, each leaving behind a lasting legacy. Ramses II, Ramses the Great. At number 1, we have Ramses II, or Ramses the Great, one of the most powerful and long-reigning pharaohs in Egyptian history. He ruled for 66 years and is best known for his military prowess and the famous Battle of Kadesh, where he famously declared victory against the Hittites, despite the battle being more of a draw. Still, his grandiose monuments like the Abu Simbel temples cemented his legacy as one of Egypt's greatest builders. Moving forward to the Ptolemaic period, we have Cleopatra VII, one of the most famous and misunderstood pharaohs. She wasn't Egyptian by birth, but became the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic dynasty. Her romantic relationships with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony are well known, but she was also a brilliant politician and strategist, working to protect Egypt from Roman conquest. And then there's Tutankhamun, also known as King Tut. Although he became pharaoh at just 9 years old and died young, his tomb discovery in 1922 by Howard Carter changed Egyptology forever. Inside, thousands of treasures were found, including the famous golden mask, which helped immortalize his name. Section 3. The role of the pharaoh in Egyptian society. 1. 5 minutes. But what made the pharaoh truly powerful beyond their divine status? The pharaohs played a critical role in Egypt's society. They were the central authority in law, religion, and military affairs. They were responsible for the construction of temples, pyramids, and monuments, dedicated to the gods and to their own legacy. One of the most fascinating aspects of the pharaoh's rule was their connection to religion. They were seen as the living Horus, the god of the sky, and they were responsible for maintaining the Ma'at, the divine order of the universe. If the pharaoh failed in their duties, it was believed that chaos could spread across Egypt. Section 4. The fall of the pharaohs. So what led to the end of the pharaoh's reign? By the time of Cleopatra's death in 30 BCE, Egypt was absorbed into the Roman Empire, ending the reign of the pharaohs for good. Over the centuries, internal struggles, foreign invasions, and changing political landscapes gradually weakened Egypt's influence. But even after the fall, the myth of the pharaohs lived on. Despite Egypt being ruled by outsiders for centuries, the legacy of the pharaohs continues to captivate people around the world. The pyramids, the temples, and the tombs they left behind are reminders of a civilization that flourished for over 3 millennia. What do you think? Which pharaoh do you think had the most lasting impact on Egypt's history? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this deep dive into Egyptian history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more fascinating stories. So that's a brief overview of the legendary pharaohs of Egypt, from their divine status to their monumental achievements. These rulers shaped one of the greatest civilizations in history and left a legacy that endures to this day. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, share it with your friends, and check out our other videos on the wonders of ancient Egypt. Click on the video here to explore more about ancient Egypt, and don't forget to subscribe for more epic historical content.